Alright, back.
Welcome back.
There's no Daedalus 121? What's he doing?
He's at work right now. He lives in Australia, so.
Fucking Daedalus 121.
Have it on. He really liked the Australian accents. He said they were perfect.
We'll have to bring him back.
That's just gonna be our bandit disguise from now on. Really?
Glad you guys skipped the class today.
I know a bit about Australian slang, so it's actually quite funny when I get to use it.
He told me he sent he sent me a link for a website to study up.
Yep.
No, not yet.
What the fuck are you doing then?
Just, you know. I figured you guys were gonna be okay with the ambush. Also, holy fuck, giving people just a free action is pretty devastating in a choke point. We'll note for the future.
All
Well-
enemies are now spread out at least 20 feet away from you. Hey, it's the guy with the air balls!
I was originally like, I'm not gonna lie, I set that encounter to be like severe at first, and then I was like, wait, no. These guys, like, the party did good work, like, cutting the forces in half. Like, it should be easier than that. So I, like, nerfed everyone by a level. Made it, like, just kind of a regular encounter. And
Then you
that
forgot about
was...
Fireball.
I did not account for Fireball. They didn't account... It wasn't me. It wasn't me that didn't account for it. But they were just walking back in. They were chatting. They didn't know they were going to get windballed. You know?
That's the beauty of an ambush. You just you get them.
Yeah.
At least
true.
prepare pants down.
So I think I'm mostly good to go here. I think. Let me look up one thing.
When the Fireball size. Radius.
Is the radius 30 or is it 15?
20.
20, okay.
Oh wait, radius is. Yeah, it's 20.
Okay.
Because it said 20-foot burst.
Yeah. Yep, that's what it means. So 40 across, that's not bad.
Maybe you do want Lightning Bolt in case people are around.
Oh, I got it.
That way you can still AoE the fuck out of
Oh, wow. I didn't realize Lance had, like, jousting. I didn't know jousting was a thing. I didn't know jousting got bonus dice.
It's the same. Well, you did double damage in last one. They just don't double damage anymore.
Yeah. Well, also, it's like jousting. So it's a lance is 1d8, and then jousting d6. And then it also has deadly d8 if you crit.
Yeah.
So if you get a crit while jousting, pretty good.
Yeah. The critical, like the deadly dice, are super strong, by the way.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of insane. Also, can I just say that I'm really, really sad that I can't telekinetic projectile my spell arrow?
Oh yeah, right. Because it loses all its properties. Doesn't actually
Yeah.
act. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Building encounters on the fly.
Well, I get to use the stat blocks from the guys who get just ambushed. But like Seth in general needed stats. And I have
See, I was thinking earlier we should have gone to the general first, because then we could have gone to the general and saved some time.
Oh, I'm not even gonna go to the general.
Yeah, I presume that Seth will inform the general or not. Actually, okay. So we're gonna go to the next day, right?
That's
Yeah.
how we know he's your brother. If he's just like, nah, I'm not gonna tell the general.
Yeah.
He's gonna just like get a Ransor or something and just stab the general with it and put it in the hands of a dead goblin or something.
If somebody goes flying off a balcony, I'm gonna start getting extra suspicious.
I can't do the fucking.
It's so hard to Wilhelm scream.
It is.
Of all the things I've tried to like imitate, like that is the one that I've tried the most and failed the most.
I just sounded like a woman being like, "Wow," like doing an Owen Wilson impression.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are. It is the next day, and I assume that you guys are kind of just marching with Seth now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, you'll get your stuff together, go through your morning rituals. The entire fort is like starting to mobilize, and yeah. So like, basically at the gates, like Seth and the general are there. The army is starting to form up, and yeah, you guys set out. Seth is like on a horse, same with the general, and you guys are just marching alongside. And is there anything you guys wanted to do this morning? Anything you guys wanted to talk about as you were like as you're marching? And I guess to answer the question about Seth talking to the general, he kind of like looks surprised when you guys approach in the morning. He doesn't say anything. But once you guys start marching, you hear the general ask like, Lieutenant General Milo, I thought your sister and her companions were kind of infiltrating and targeting the Burning Man directly. And Seth just kind of looks at him and says, well, they delivered me some information. We've taken some preparations that perhaps you failed to consider in your original battle plan. And
Jesus.
the general like raises an eyebrow. He's like, what considerations might those be? And Seth just says, it's taken care of. You need not worry yourself.
He's just gonna like pipe in. Yeah, it's classified.
Seth chuckles. He's like, you will be well protected, General.
Even just gonna like literally lean over and whisper to Seth, be like,
Oh, you're super quiet. Sorry.
he's gonna like whisper to Seth at some point later on. He's like, I don't give two. God, I gotta start coming up with like elvish curse words. I don't give two shills about the general. I'm only here to protect you.
Well, looking for him, it's mostly one and the same, but good to know where your priorities lie. In all seriousness, I would prefer that he does not fall, just that he's embarrassed by his lack of foresight and my apparent possession of it.
Hi, over here. You two are like birds of a feather.
Yes, and
Yeah, Seth is just like nodding. It's like, well, as much as we wish it,
Yeah.
the tree we fell from has great gravity.
Are you really not going to tell him?
We're prepared. What else does he need to know?
boy. Well, okay, I guess I'm going to hand these out then. For us around here, I'm going to give everybody a salamander elixir. Go ahead and drink up, drink up.
Salamander, like, so. What's this do?
Oh, so I took an elixir, a salamander, and you don't want to know too many details, but you'll be protected from heat for 24 hours.
Like, what kind of heat? Are we talking?
Like severe heat. Like for 24 hours. You're like, oh, it's not so hot actually.
Oh, you mean like fire?
Yeah, sure, why not? Additionally, I'm going to give each of us one of these invisibility potions. I'm sorry, Seth. I didn't think to make one for you, but I guess we're just only looking out for ourselves, you know?
You can have mine.
Seems you might need them to chase down the Burning Man after the fact. Isn't that not true? And he kind of like rolls his shoulder, like nods to a shield on his back. He's like, this will keep me plenty safe. I do not need to disappear.
See, we're fine.
Which you insist?
Is the general still around?
Yeah, they're walking not far apart.
Fine, give me that one. One moment. General, here you go, a little something for you if things get dicey.
Ludwig!
And you need to make a... What? It's a battle, anything can happen, who knows?
I think he lifts it up. It's just like, it looks like an empty bottle, right? With like some slime in it.
Yes, 100%.
He shakes it a little and he's like...
It shifts its weight a little bit, though, probably, if he's just holding it steady.
Yeah. He kind of holds it back and forth, and he's like, a curious trinket. But I need no such adventurous baubles on the battlefield, and he hands it back to you. It's like, I have nowhere to keep such things.
Oh, wow, those guys were right. You're a real great mind.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, see you later. Okay, Eve, I'm only going to say this once. Yeah, you were right on that guy. No big loss.
All right, so you guys, you're marching down the hills, and you start to see like the camp come into view. It's kind of like nestled in a wide, flat, kind of like between a bunch of the hills. There's like a couple of towers. You see some archers atop them, like one on each corner, and then like two on the north side by what looks to be not a gate exactly, but there's like a gap with some like spiked barricades set up. And there's a lot of like stone and rubble around as well. It looks like there was some kind of like some structure here that they've either like they've started to kind of clear out the stone from it. Like looks a little dilapidated. And I will like the army starts to kind of form ranks up front with kind of the forces of Salamander doing much the same, like more people climbing onto the towers. You see some like hobgoblins like climbing actually onto the walls. Like they're just like spiked poles, but there are these hobgoblins that like shimmy up them, and they like sit there with like their legs wrapped around the pole, and they're like readying arrows on some bows and rolling their shoulders.
How far away do they seem?
Well, let's see. After everything's formed up, about this far away, which we're gonna
Greatly
say.
Concerned. What if the Burning Man himself is able to do produce a fireball?
Oh, true.
That is similar to what you did, right, Sonus?
Essentially, yes.
I didn't see any fire at all, though.
Well, I put my own spin on it, okay? I think fire's honestly overrated.
It is quite effective, but you were right. It might be.
Overrated.
You're right. It must. I'm actually. I can't. Overrated.
Overruled.
Objection. Yeah.
And you guys are
Overrated for sure.
probably not actually this close right now, because otherwise arrows would just be flying already. But like, this is where you guys will end up when the charge kind of starts. But you can
before
see
it
all of
starts,
this. Sure, yeah.
Can we do actions?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys have preparation time to like do whatever you want. But
So
if
I
you-
can cast everything to make me fast?
well, all this. Yes. But if it's something that only lasts like a minute, you're gonna want to wait until like just before the charge starts.
Oh, well, haste lasts an hour.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you have time
Wait,
to. Does
does
it really?
haste- No,
Wait, how long does
sorry,
haste
I was,
last a
I was-
minute?
I was thinking about something else.
Okay.
My bad. Don't listen to me.
All right.
It may have been. What was I looking at that lasts an hour?
Oh, the other speedy spell. But that's like
Yeah.
a level 1 spell. It
Oh,
gives you
okay.
it gives you a 10 move speed bonus, but doesn't stack your spell bonus.
It doesn't. Yeah, never mind. Don't listen to me. Well, I mean-
Roll 20. Where did it
Yeah.
go? There it is. I was like looking at your stream and I was like, that's not roll 20.
Oh my god, when I alt tab, I have like so many roll 20-ish looking windows up. It's really hard to tell what's actually roll 20. Because I have like stream window, OBS window, camera window, actually roll 20. And they all show the same fucking map.
I was looking and I was like, that's the PPD we lost emote. That's not roll 20.
It'd be great if roll 20 had Twitch emote integration.
Yes, please.
Does Ludwig happen to have any of those like speed creatures?
Remember that they probably won't stack with Fleetfoot.
What?
They probably won't stack. They might give the same type of bonus. So like if they're both circumstance bonus, then you only get the better one.
Whack.
Let me see if it's a circumstance bonus. I have it here.
And
It's
check
a
what...
status bonus.
Okay, what's your Fleetfoot?
How do I know?
It'll say in the spell. It'll say
Yeah,
you get a
yep.
blank bonus to your movement speed or something.
Good status.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. I know you're not.
That's okay. I didn't prepare them anyway. I was kind of making a bunch of potions for you guys, so that you wouldn't get set on fire so easy. And then we could, go invisible as things get sketchy.
Hey, Sonus, what's the range of Fireball?
It's long.
It's like 500 feet or something.
Okay.
500, yeah.
Good to know, thanks.
500. Are you gonna put me back just
No.
enough so I can't?
No, he's gonna explain the scale of this battlefield, I think.
Well, also no.
Oh, okay. Just so you know,
Uh-oh.
all these soldiers, like if I move here,
What do I...
literally all these
Oh
soldiers. is
my
plus
God.
+1.
Did I
So-
accidentally... No, it's not. Huh.
I have an idea as to what I should do right away.
Well, hold up, guys. Are we attacking or are we protecting these two?
Oh,
Yes,
well.
we're not going out into the middle of the war zone and dying.
Okay, yeah, I'm staying back.
Unless,
Okay.
you're just gonna try. I'm gonna roll perception to see like what those towers are looking like. Actually, I can't really tell from here. No, we'll do perception.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna see if there's any. I'm gonna just be looking for any exploitable weaknesses, seeing if maybe I could like slip up to one of the towers and take out some of the archers or something.
Okay. Well, yeah. So they're like, they're built pretty hastily, and if you can somehow like knock out one of the legs, the whole tower will go down, and that kind of goes for any of them. It's not like you can just run up and pull on a plank, but you guys have access to things that resemble explosives.
Ludwig,
Yes?
any chance you have any of those exploding creations you make?
Ha. Yeah, that would have been something I could have made if I wasn't preparing all these other things.
Oh, you mean like trying to save the general?
Yeah, like healing and invisibility and heat resistance.
Don't worry about it, I'll figure it out.
I've got some frost stuff. Do you want one of those?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure? This guy's like on fire. Here, instead, at least take a potion. One of these fruits of healing.
Oh, God. These tasted awful last time.
Yeah, but
She's
they
gonna
can
like
save
put
you.
it in her her belt thing.
Sonas, do you want one as well?
Oh, sure, bud.
Here you go.
So what is it?
It's a lesser healing basically potion. It's the 2d8 plus 5 version.
Ludwig, if I go down, can I trust you to feed it to me?
Sure, I can hold on to yours.
Thank you.
Can you hold on? Can you like pre-hand Blevin something?
There's no reason I couldn't. I don't think.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I'll just give him the potion.
Not to unintentionally make you stronger or anything, but
Yeah, I mean, there's a limit to how good it is, but it's still not bad.
yeah. And if you like, does he kind of just like sit in your bag?
Yeah, pocket. He's just
Okay.
kind of hanging out for the most part.
I think like rules
he's pretty-
wise, I don't think there's a
Yeah.
reason why. Like you could just hand him something like one of the weaker things, and if you need to give him one of the stronger things, he can just drop the old one for a free action, like in your pocket or whatever.
Cool. I'll accept that. Yeah, Blevin's just kind of hanging out, ready to make a dash when
Okay.
Ludwig points at somebody and goes, "Hey, go heal him."
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys, let me know when like you've got your preparations fully complete, and you can get in whatever like relative position you're gonna be around the.
I'm gonna drink one of the heat. I'm gonna drink the heat potion. Be like, well, can we see Burning Man?
Same here.
I think if like, let me see. Do you literally see his token?
Yeah.
Then yes. Yeah. Like you probably can't see him in fine detail, but there's a guy just standing in the middle of camp, like staring staring
Dude.
out the gate basically, and he's like, I mean, I guess he doesn't look like a guy. He's in like this full plate, this like it's got the different. I'm just gonna describe plate armor. I don't know. I'm doing this. There's like flame coming out of the segments of the plate, and you can't actually see his face. There's just like a veil of flame coming up from like one of the segments of the breastplate, and like basically covering his entire head, and it like spreads over to about halfway across the shoulders too, coming out of those segments.
I'm guessing there's smoke like kind of rising from all this.
Yeah, but like.
Right.
Not like a ton. It's like smoke from it literally burning molecules in the air. Like, it's not burning his armor because it's like this magical flame. And yeah.
Do I have a clear shot of him?
Yeah, technically. He's got
Wait, is this a barricade?
yes. Spiky barricade.
What? How
Would
high?
you take an acrobatics to get through these? Guessing.
I don't necessarily think so unless they like close it up. It's like, but it's only wide enough for like one person, so it's kind of acting as like a choke
Gotcha.
while
Alright.
still letting their forces in and out.
So, what are the odds I could throw a paddle, so
Uh-huh.
you know, and
Well,
hit him? Like, what?
the
do
odds
I have a-
are the
Do
number
I have a?
the number of results on a d20 that are above his AC divided by the total number of sides on a d20.
Wait,
Well,
can
like-
we get to? Can we see him even though the barricade's there?
Yeah, the barricade's like you guys are like up a hill a little bit. And,
Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
I guess not.
I also guess not. The answer is yes, you can see him. You guys are slightly up on a hill.
Cool. Can
Alright.
I just whip my paddle at him?
There's nothing preventing
Oh.
you from doing so.
I guess I see you like pull out your paddle, so I know what you're gonna do.
You might give me another society check.
Why society?
It's one of those tactics checks. One of those rules of engagement checks. You don't know. All right, you're
God.
fine. you've seen you have a tactical mind, but yeah, go for it, Eve. But you don't necessarily know what the consequence of whipping your paddle will be. So
Is this gonna be like I could possibly take out some soldiers of our own?
no, but you're
No, it's
currently
like-
at a standstill, and something's gonna break that standstill.
It'll be a readied action.
Okay,
Oh,
so just
wait.
when you all start to charge, you're gonna whip the paddle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Or if nothing happens for a while, I'm probably just gonna end up.
Okay.
So if it's tactically good, or if you get bored.
Are you just like, are you swinging your paddle around, getting ready to like throw it?
No,
doing,
like
doing a couple of practice golf swings.
How would
Solace
you
is also
swing
just
his
like
paddle?
casually playing his harp while this is happening.
I wonder if I can find a gift. Oh, sweet. Oh.
With that paddle size, you'd have to be swinging it above your head like a helicopter. Otherwise, you're just digging it into the dirt every go around.
No, he just holds it by he's just like swinging it by the middle of the handle. Right? He's
So
just-
if you guys want an idea as to what it looks like when Sonus throws the paddle. Oh, are you? It links. Oh, okay. I was like, it links it instead of showing it. And I
Yes.
don't know if you guys know what it looks like when like they're preparing for a throw, but it's
Yeah.
pretty much they just twist back and forth, not going anywhere. Just... So he's probably doing that, like one hand grabbing the flat edge of the paddle, the other on the like hilt.
I was hoping that you would just like shock put it. Honestly, this is a lot less interesting. Now.
Just
I don't know. Just like push the hilt against my palm and
Yeah, and heat it. Yeah, exactly.
we'll see how he wants to do it this time.
probably do that weird grip where like the pommel, the handle is like between your like ring finger and your middle finger, and you're like the blade is just sitting in the palm.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
don't mind that I could cut my hand or. No,
You're not
I
cutting
won't.
anything with your sword. We've already discussed this.
It has sharp edges
It's
if
true.
needed.
and they see such little use that they're probably still very sharp.
Really sharp.
But I think Seth is like he's like looking around, and he looks at the camp. He's like, "Well, it's about time." And he like puts his fingers to his lips and like whistles, and then some of the soldiers like flanking him. Once he whistles, they kind of bring these like horns to their mouths, and they're kind of just trumpets tuned to a single note, just horns, and they start to blow, and the army starts to like march forward. And like you see the forces of Salamander start like kind of beating their shields and shouting and making jeering noises, and like volleys of arrows start to go out. But it's not quite in range yet. They're just kind of ranging. But yeah.
Hold up.
Oops. I sure didn't mean to move that wolf back.
How's Brass looking about this whole thing?
He's calm. Oh, fine. Fuck you, wolf.
Hey man, he's got balls of brass.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You mostly can't see from the back of his head, but he doesn't seem extremely perturbed.
But you can tell from the way he walks, you know.
Yeah. He does seem to like.
I am really actually so tempted to keep moving with them because like I can provide I can provide plus like how many people are fucking here? A lot. I can provide plus a lot.
It's true.
It's like tactically so good.
Yeah. All right. So Eve draws two weapons. Okay. So yeah.
I think at this point, Sonus is gonna be like switching between looking over here and looking at the Burning Man, like debating on what he should do.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna throw a fireball at the giant mass of like people.
Well, on which side?
Let's do the. Give me a minute.
Well, it's like a 20-foot sphere, right? So 20-foot burst, so it goes up 20 feet and also down 20 feet, and
Yeah, it's just around 20 feet. Yeah, so like that. So it's either I can hit all of the people to the right, or I can hit a lot of the people to the left.
Okay. And this is, I know I put a lot down, but these are just kind of like, what's the word? They're just implying forces. There's like probably more than that, like around the fort. It's just, I don't want to put literally hundreds of dots in Roll20.
I think, yeah, Sonus is gonna like toss his air ball to the like into this right pile over here,
Okay.
which I think all of them are in range no matter where. Oh, besides the one warg.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna roll like. Okay. Let's see. So you toss out a fireball. That's a decent amount of damage. You can roll me like just a. Yeah. Only like 2d8 to see how many you've knocked out.
Air?
I realize that. Huh?
a roaring blast of air.
Yeah. Just this air ball that flies out and like smashes into that area and knocks
So
humans and
roll-
goblins and hobgoblins aside.
Roll 2d8.
Yeah.
Also, it deals 3 more damage, by the way.
Okay.
Your passive.
Yeah. So it it clears out a bunch of forces on the right side. Well, 11. A bunch of forces on the right side. And again, this isn't clearing out all the forces on the right side. This is not like the literal number of forces that are here, but you clear like a path on that side, and so this group is going to have an easier time. However, when you do that, you see like another set of fireballs from inside just like lob over and land themselves like in your approaching forces. So there's like splashes of fire here that like clear out some of the soldiers. And same on the left side, and I'm gonna skip this song.
You want to skip the role play song? What?
I do. It's a classic, but so yeah, you see Brass, Solus, since you're like kind of moved up, you see Brass like cast something, and like one of the fireballs arcs towards his group, and just splashes across like this shimmering light barrier that appears in front of them, and they they continue moving forward.
That?
Huh?
Can I identify that?
Sure. And they're just moving forward as like forces kind of like.
So sorry. I guess my assumption is that it's like a counter spell of some kind. So I'm not gonna do that actually, because my brain is huge. But while they're walking away, I'm going to inspire courage. Then ring combo. And I don't know how high level Brass is, because I'm also including Brass in this.
Okay.
Also, it's huge, so it's like...
Yeah. Okay. Alright, yeah. How does level affect the DC of it? Is it just
It's,
like...
it adds to the... So it's base DC, it's like standard difficulty plus the level, like...
Okay.
So
I think that's...
it's like
succeeds that.
10 plus the level of the highest target.
Yeah, then that's fine. Lingering composition goes off, and your forces are inspired as they like charge forward. And you hear another horn from behind you guys as these forces like kind of meet and engage. Like first, there's a horn from inside the fort, and then there's like another horn from behind you guys. And as expected, you see like several of the Warg Riders like come over the hill behind you and like to the flanks. And like Seth looks to Eve and like nods. He's like, a good job. Yeah, these are the first ones to appear. And they're moving in on you guys. And I guess we should roll initiative.
I do want to say, I probably should have said this, but I'm trying to like keep a low profile.
Would I have had a chance to grab a Juggernaut potion as well?
Sure.
Chug it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, once the combat starts, you guys can have like done a preparatory action. Although I guess Sonus's was tossing the fireball. What was their initiative like? +8. Going with the
fucking rolls.
Going with the bugbear initiatives for this instead of the wolves.
Damn, Eve. Who do you think you are, Sonus?
What the? Oh. Okay. Thank you, roll 20. Oops. So that should have been. Okay. Alright. Eve, you have like first initiative here. And I guess everyone else is gonna just go at 0.
Is this bugbear like kind of heading for Seth?
Yeah, basically. He seems to be beelining pretty hard while the others are kind of flanking.
So I'm gonna say that like I was kind of like keeping a low profile.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like as he's coming up, I'm gonna step out from behind the like this rock area.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go after the Does the bugbear look harder to hit because he's on a mount?
Yeah, he's got like, I guess, high ground.
Alright, I'm gonna go after his mount. Rapier. This is auto sneak attack because I go before him.
Yep.
It's a 26.
Yep, that is a hit.
So that's 20 damage on the ward.
Okay. Not quite enough. Oh wait, hold on. You have Inspire Courage, right?
Oh yeah, so that's
Yep.
20...
25.
21.
12.
So
So
yeah,
that's 21 damage.
right. And you also actually crit him. So.
Oh, cool. So he's... You me just roll the rest of my damage?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so that's 12... That's 24... 25... 34.
34. Oh
Four.
man. Wait, really? Hold on.
Yeah, on the ward.
Okay. Gotcha. That's like barely below his max health. So like you stab him and he stumbles a little, but he keeps going with like a loud yelp. But he's still up.
So I'm gonna hit him there, and then I guess I'm gonna go for the bugbear on top, the rapier.
Okay.
So that's a 28, 29 minus 5, so it's a 24.
24. That is not enough to crit, but yeah, you do hit. So. And that's sneak attack.
Wait, no, that's not 2d7, it's 2d6.
Right.
9.
Okay. Yeah. So you
That's 19.
give him a stab and he similarly yelps, but he's still fine. There's like a spot where blood is just gushing out of the front of his chainmail now as your rapier finds its way through the defenses. And I guess yeah, it'll be one of the bugbear's turns. It'll be that one. They're kind of going at the same. The wolf and the bugbears are going at the same initiative. So like he's gonna run forward still, another like couple of moves. So let's see. Bugbear commanded him to move. He moved. He takes a bite at, I guess, Seth as he's going by, and the bugbear is also going to take like 2 swings. So 20 plus 10 on the bug on the.
Does he have to make a check to stay on his mount?
I think these guys. If you're trained. I feel like there's some kind of feat that allows them to make attacks without
Fine,
making a check.
yeah.
And I. Yeah.
No. I mean because I stabbed him and his mount.
Oh, I guess so. Probably, yeah. Is that... You think that's probably just a reflex save, right?
I have no idea.
It's probably just a reflex save. Or it's probably an animal handling of some variety. Let me
If
just
it
roll.
doesn't happen, that's totally fine. I don't...
Okay, I'm gonna say that's a failure. Whatever his bonus was. So he actually, like, falls off. He doesn't get his attacks, but he still, like, ordered his... He falls off back here. He's gonna spend 1 action to stand up and another action to, like, order his wolf to attack Seth. So he goes up, bites. Seth just, like, steps out of the way, basically. And then I guess the bugbear is gonna, like... he already had his... Let's see. Yeah, he has to pick up his weapons because he fell prone. So he's gonna grab just the sickle off the ground. Ludwig, you can go ahead. You've got 2 wolves running in from this flank of yours.
Alright, you guys, keep me alive and I'll keep you alive.
And he's just gonna run up to this Borg and try and stab it in the face.
Wow, okay.
It's not a good idea.
How many times can I use the crown in a battle?
3 times a day, I think?
3 times.
I don't
a day.
remember there being a limit.
You should probably
what?
use it before you get in range.
Right, it would be like, if I was gonna use it, I'd use it and stab this fella. And that's only on 1 attack, so I'm not going to use it at first. I'm just gonna stab this mofo with a dagger.
Okay. That is a hit,
Alright. Alright.
and that's on the wolf, right?
Yes, that is on the wolf.
I'm actually gonna
Yeah, and the second attack, wildly, is going to be to stab again.
It's a 29, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's a crit. So that he takes 14 damage, and this is on the ward.
Yes, correct.
He takes 16 damage.
Oh yeah.
Does that do extra to the damage roll too?
Oh, it you get Inspire Courage.
Okay.
Mind if I do? I just don't attack. It's so weird. I don't like it. Feels wrong. Right, and then yeah, stabs again.
Okay.
At a -5, I believe.
Yeah, so that's a 19.
-4.
Yeah, -4.
20.
So
Still a hit. So you do another 7 to him. And
Alright.
again, it's the ward, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
That
just
is my actions.
a couple of yelps.
We did a lot of damage there. What the?
Yeah.
It's weird.
15, then 25? Jesus.
I should
not
be fighting
25.
more often. I'm pretty good at
23.
this.
So this ward
As
is not.
Ludwig gets destroyed by a wolf.
Let's see, I can turn this wolf. This wolf is standing there. The other wolf doesn't really have a path to get to the leadership, I think. So he's just gonna like run up, and like bite at you.
Bring it, bitch.
19.
Miss.
Yeah, and then the he kind of like, so the ward comes up and like bites and then kind of turns to the side so the bugbear can like get in range to swing basically. And the bugbear swings for +9.
Is that at me?
Yep.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just
Can't
roll
dodge
the
that.
second one too.
That fails.
Okay. So the first one is
Barely.
yeah, he swings twice with the sickle. One catches some flesh. For not a lot of damage.
I am at 57 now.
Alright. Okay. And then Sonus, you can go ahead.
Okay.
I guess as I get sick, I'll be like, Sonus, don't worry about me. Just protect my brother. As Sonus is still looking at the fucking, like, bloodied corpses.
He's just like trying to decide where to throw his remaining 2 fireballs.
Oh, okay, shit. Mounted attacks share multiple attack penalties. I will keep that in mind.
Sonus would probably...
Eve, I think that attack would have missed. If
Fine,
he's-
I'll take damage.
Okay. I mean, I know that was pretty overwhelming damage, but
Sonus is going to... Well,
Man, it's a little under 10% of my health. That's a lot.
Cool. I'm going to cast Enlarge.
okay.
Yeah, so there's that. And then I'm going to go and swing at the wolf right behind Seth.
Okay.
With the paddle, and I will also use the spell weapon. So, yeah. If I hit, I deal some more damage.
Okay.
Is it a plus?
+2, I think.
No, your
Wait.
damage goes up, but not your.
That's an 18.
The attack is 18. Okay. That hits.
Oh, cool. So then, I also have to roll one more. So that's 22 damage plus.
23.
What?
You got.
Why are you rolling an additional 1?
He gets 1d6 from his spell weapon.
Oh yeah, nice. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm
striking though.
I know. With the greatsword, so good.
Dang.
Wow, 29
Nice.
damage.
So this wolf comes in, bites at Seth, and you just wheel around with your sword and like slice right through the wolf, leaving a big gash, and it like falls to the side.
And that is all I can do.
Yeah. So let's go ahead.
So this one is dead.
Oh, you take up 4 spaces now, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is your token now. There it is.
So I guess this wolf is actually here.
Oh yeah, you really get that.
Oh,
that
God.
deep giant voice.
Oh yeah.
I shoot this man's.
Go for it.
Why am
Oh yeah, the bugbears are gonna get a couple of turns here.
Instead of just
I...
not.
Wait, are you? Did you stab the warg?
Yeah, the warg has a couple of like stab wounds on the side of its neck, I'm guessing, as it's like
Yeah.
kind of it's like hopping around Ludwig.
Yeah,
that's
so I just
because
shoot
that's the
the
height
I just shoot the
Ludwig's at.
warg.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's a 29.
yeah, it's a 29. It's a crit, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I launch a rock from like next to Ludwig, and it just like rips the face off this warg.
yeah. So Ludwig, you like stab it a couple of times in the neck, and it like goes to dodge around you, and then this rock from like you feel it move past the toe of your shoe, and it just goes up like through this warg's head, and it's dead. It tumbles to the ground. The bugbear needs to make a reflex save to not like take fall damage. Yeah, so it's +8. Okay. But it's actually at a -2. Okay, so he does take fall damage. And he's prone. So he takes 2 fall damage. Right there, I'm gonna say.
Ow!
Yeah.
Bonked my head.
There's just a little yelp. He managed to like not break any legs under the warg or anything. 3 left.
This is the rounds remaining on Inspire Courage.
Oh, okay, got you. Thank you. I can give you like a thing for that if you want sometime.
Yeah, we can work on something.
Okay.
It's like it just like it goes away at the end of my turn. Like it counts down at the end of my turn.
Here.
So
Yeah.
There you go. Get rid of one of those markers.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
I had 4. So
Yeah, no.
yeah,
So now you have 3.
yeah, this is correct now.
Cool. Okay. And then the bugbears are gonna get some of their turns. This one, let's see, how far can a word move? Not quite. That'll take 2 moves. So yeah, this that's gonna give him cover. Okay. So yeah, this word moves up. Is that even the one that's going? Yeah. This word moves up here. Bugbear tells the warg to like take 2 move actions to get there. They're gonna bite at the up 1 more. They're gonna bite at the general. Seth has like cover through one of these pillars here, so he can only access the general. Let's see. Can you tell your mount to like make? Can you use 2 actions to give your mount 4 actions? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. I think you can command an
I think
animal
the
once per
familiar
round.
is once a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this guy he's gonna slice with the sickle and the dagger. Wow. Okay.
Oh! Poor general.
Oh. Okay. So the sickle comes out, like manages to catch the general by surprise somehow, like cuts him in the back. That's 1d4 plus 5, and that's so for 16 damage. The general lets out a yelp, but then then the bugbear reaches out for another slash and like falls off here, just loses his balance off the mount and falls prone, dropping his weapons. Yeah, doesn't have another action to stand up, so he's on the ground. All right, let me give the general health here. It's minus 16, so okay, all right. And then the other one ones will also move up here. Alright. Yeah, that one's down. So this bugbear is going to just swing right at you, Ludwig.
Oh no.
He's going to try to... Let me see how this works real quick.
Want to get that real immersion going on? Just play this in the background.
Ah. Well, I can, one sec. I can play it through the Discord bot, but
Oh, fuck yeah.
even if you don't have a free hand. Okay, so this guy's gonna try to trip you first. His athletics
I'm
is
so
probably
low
like...
to the ground. Good luck, buddy.
He is unsuccessful, yes.
Ah.
And then he's just gonna stab at you with his dagger.
Oh no.
Ow.
Yes, that's a hit.
All right. Gets a little poke in. But yeah, he had
Ouch, my temporary hit points.
Yeah, and then this guy commands his ward to go in. He's gonna go also after the general, I suppose. Is this going to be 2 moves? Just one move. Yeah, no, just one. So he slips around here, and then bites. And just, yeah, the general just puts his shield up, ward just bites at it, can't get anything. And then the bugbear on top is going to try to swing. Oh. And loses one of his weapons. Decides perhaps not to swing again. So he loses his sickle, it's on the ground. And then Seth is gonna go. Like, already has his longsword out, it just goes for a swing at the warg in front of the general. Wow, Seth, wow.
The 15, my dude.
Goes for another one. And he just raises his shield. He just holds up his shield. Seth is having trouble today, man.
Wow, Eve got all of the sword abilities in the family, I guess.
The general is also going to like turn around. Oh, let's see. General's going to turn around and take a couple pokes at this warg as well. These guys. All right, there we go. The general hits. For 11 damage. And then we're just gonna, like... These guys move up. They're gonna take some, like, kind of expedited attacks here. Well, let's just see. They're not particularly adept, but...
They're inspired.
They are inspired. So 2 of them hit. How much does the inspiration give them on damage? 1 or 2?
+1 damage.
Alright. So, that's for both of their longsword swings. Wow, they're actually doing okay. They deal 24 damage to this ward.
Dang.
So what is that? They hit on like... Yeah, they hit on 13. Well, I guess they hit on 12s with your Inspire. So, any of these are 12s? No. All the guys on the other side, like, they move up, they swing, they miss. And then 2 more. Both of those hit the ward between them for 17 damage.